Good day, my dear students. So, really, God is good given the situation that we are facing, especially in the education setup. Uh, Time really passes by so fast. So, for this afternoon, for this day, we are about to discuss the new module, which serve as the supplementary topic or discussions for the aside from the Google Meet that we are usually doing for the benefit of those who cannot participate in the Google Meet discussion. So last week we discussed about social entrepreneurs and the traditional entrepreneurs, in which in the social entrepreneur, the intention of earning profit is just supplementary, or shall we say it's not the primary goal of the social entrepreneur, but rather to really uplift the status of the community, the environment, and society. So for this module 3, we will now be talking about the creativity and innovation. So we know for a fact that an entrepreneurs are those people who are always willing to take risks. And one of the main characteristic of these entrepreneurs are people who are always known to be creative and innovative. So for this topic, we will be talking more of the two concepts and try to see their impact to the entrepreneurship and to the entrepreneurs. So for the learning objective, again, at the end of this week or this module, as a student, you must be able to define the source of innovative ideas for entrepreneurs. And then you must be able to examine the role of creativity and then able to discuss the four major types of innovation. That is the learning objective. For the topic outline, we have Roman numeral number 1, creativity and innovation, under which we have defining creativity and innovation. We have also the importance of creativity in entrepreneurship, and then types of creativity in entrepreneurship, and then barriers to innovation and creativity. And then we also have the types of innovation, under which we will be talking about the innovation myths. And then the last topic talks about the characteristics or the personal characteristics of entrepreneurship. So to formally begin with, let us try to ponder the quotation. According to Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it's done. Isn't it? So based from this, based from Nelson Mandela, uh, ideas, opinions, or even dreams, aspirations, are or plans. Shall we include plans? Are always seems impossible unless we put them into action for us to see the result. Unless we try it, unless we do it, we cannot see the possible outcome. So again, it's always seem impossible until it's done. Okay? So parang kamukha lang siya ng isang saying na planning and saying without doing is nothing. No matter how creative is our ideas, no matter how ideal is it, if we don't put it into action, everything remains to be what? Remains to be uh, in a plan or in a words only. Ibig sabihin po nun, hindi natin malalaman kung totoo ba ito, talagang posible ba ito, at magtatagumpay ba ako dito, ano ang end output nito, unless all these things are put into actions so that we can see what will happen. Okay? So, again, this module is introduced to you, my dear students, to the various theoretical concepts related to human creative process. We know for a fact that we humans are really creative in nature, di ba? Being the highest form of animals according to science, we tend to develop creative ideas, di ba? We are creative human being or creative creatures. And then these ideas will be converted into innovative solutions or products. Ito yung sinasabi niya until it's done. So you will be able to create something based from that ideas. It can be in forms of products and services. The topics emphasize the importance of creating a sustainable process to continually innovate the areas of products. Again and again, I always reiterating it during our discussions. Take note that we customers or we human being or people or clients yan, no? As to whether it is a product or services, our satisfaction is unsatiable. In short, our satisfaction is just temporary. Di ba? We are always looking for something new. That's why being creative and innovative is a big factor on how we can cope up with the continuous changing demands of our clients and customers. Same as true with the process and service innovations. So sa process po, hindi pwedeng we are always uh, depending on what we have now. So we really need to innovate also the process for some variety of reasons as to whether to increase productivity or output, to increase or to improve the quality, and even to produce output in an effective and efficient manner. And then you will be introduced to a common tools and methods to promote creativity in others, contribute to a creative team. Actually po kasi, di ba, last time we talk about the 5MS, part of managing creativity in the innovation also are those people who will be working in the organization, or shall I say, who will be creating a new products and services. If the team is not that creative enough, definitely they will not be functioning well as designed. So therefore, the realization of the possible maximization of profit or developing or creating a new products and services that is somewhat different from those who are existing to continue cope up with the changes of the taste, of the preferences of this customer. So, and then establish a culture of creativity within an organization. So we need to really creative as people inside the organization. And then, well, the main goal is really for the development of the new products and services as far as entrepreneurship attitude or thinking or mindset is concerned. Okay? So we know that entrepreneurs are those people talaga na making impossible ideas into possible output, no? So they are really people who always try to challenge, or shall we say try to group themselves from this what we call persons who are always willing to take challenges, willing to take the problem. They are always willing to gamble. Okay, just for them, just for them to somewhat convert these problems into this what we call an opportunities and an avenue to succeed. So when we talk about creativity, creativity is defined as the tendency to generate or recognize ideas. Diba? So to recognize ideas and then alternatives. We know for a fact that no matter how planned, no matter how prepared we are, no, in doing something, could it be in producing goods and services, could it be in managing business, could it be in undertaking our careers, sometimes eventualities that are unexpected to us happens. So we need to really consider different alternatives so as not to derail us from accomplishing our set objective. And that is how creativity works. Okay? Or possibilities that may be useful in solving problems. Again, as I've said, no matter how planned it is, sometimes unexpected or fortuitous event possibly happens. So being creative, you are always capable of flexing yourself on how we can deal with the situation so as to continue pursuing our set objectives. So if it is in business, and that is being creative is to have an idea that will allow us to create something new, and then entertaining ourselves and others, because part of the ways of satisfying clients or customers and even ourselves is for us to prove that we are able to create something based from that idea that we have. Creativity is the ability to come up with new ideas. So sometimes we need to really challenge ourselves to really think outside the box and to come up with what we call changes, or to adapt changes, especially for those ideas or situations that is no longer suited or fitted to the situation, especially into the field of business. And then to identify new different ways of looking at problems and opportunities. Because creative people are those people who are always what? Looking at problems as an opportunities. That's why distinct po sila sa ibang tao eh. Sa ibang tao, iniiwasan nila ang problema. But for them, they consider problem as challenges and an avenue or an opportunities for them to think and to deal with it. And that is their chance to really coming up with something new. If it is in entrepreneurship, it is referring to the modes of producing goods and services. A process of assembling ideas by combining elements already known. Yes, we know for a fact that there is already an existing ideas, but being creative is you must be able to really improve things out, and then uh, and then uh, these definitions as also several key elements. Okay, as far as creativity is concerned, we have the process. Process implies that creativity is a process, implying among other things that it is more like a skills than an attitudes. Because when we talk about the process, it refers to well, in business, it refers to the conversion of this what we call input or raw into output. So process means into ideas into something. Okay? And then ideas, creativity, sorry, results in ideas that have potential values. So yung ideas na yun is magkakaroon siya ng alaga which will be very useful in transforming again this input into output or in this plan into realities. And then recombining. The creative process is one of putting things together in unexpected ways. So recombining means different ideas, different alternatives, and then considering the traditional or existing ideas, improving them, and then joining them, and then at the end point, which is uh, the sole intent of just creating something new. Okay, and that is how creativity works. Three reasons why people are motivated to be creative. So, ano yung three reasons na yun? Need for novel, varied, and complex stimulation. Totoo po yan, di ba? And then, the need to communicate ideas and values. And then, of course, yung number three, the need to solve problems. Siguro po kung walang creativity, look how simple is life until now. Kung talagang hindi po naging creative, isama na rin natin mamaya ang innovative or innovations brought about by, of course, experiences, ideas, opinions, studies, surveys, and any other things. Of course, hindi mawawala dyan si research. Okay? In order to be creative, you need to be able to view things in new ways from different perspective. Okay? So, napakaganda po ng sinasabi niyan. You need a new ways in viewing things. Okay? Not in a traditional but rather in a different perspective. Kasi if you try to view things just with the same things that is we are experiencing right now, kung yan services or even the traditional ways or means, and then definitely you will be just coming up with the same output kung yung traditional ang tinitignan mo. Dapat pagka creative, there is an even a slight modification, of course an improvement, which is what? An improvement which is always expected to be better. Baka naman po kasi pagka mas maganda pa yung na existing kaysa sa nagawa mo, hindi po yung creative. Kasi po nagpabalik. Di po ba? O paurong ka nga in our layman's term. Among other things, you need to be able to generate new possibilities and new alternatives. Test of creativity measures not only the number of alternatives that people can generate, but uniqueness. Okay? Yung kaibaan po, no, ng kanyang alternatibo. No? Pag sinabi pong unique, it is always distinct from many. And then, out of that many, yung kanyang idea pa rin ang namumutawing pinakamaganda. Okay, kaya nga po unique. The availability to generate alternatives or to see things uniquely does not occur by chance. It is linked to others. More fundamental qualities of thinking such as flexibility, ayan po, no, yung, kasi po, di pwede tayong maging one-dimensional, no? Pagka po kasi one-dimensional tayo, wala tayong pinagkaiba sa traditional. Kasi hindi na siya nagpapalit. Eh, ang tanong, kung hanggang ngayon is makaluma pa rin ang thinking natin, what will happen? And then, tolerance of ambiguity, talaga pong ganyan yan. It really involves changes, challenges, and then yung unpredictability, yung talagang yung anticipation. Minsan nga, sabi ko nga previously, no matter how careful planned it is, again, no matter how careful planned it is, minsan talaga may mga nangyayaring bagay-bagay na out of our ano talaga, na hindi natin talaga na-anticipate. Okay? Kanya nga naman, through our creative thinking, nagkakaroon tayo ng alternative. What is important at the end of the day, we are not derailed, no? And we are not being pushed to stop or forced to stop by these eventualities because of these creative alternatives that is being employed or used by us in dealing with this unknown situation. Thus, creativity is the development of ideas. If it is in entrepreneurship, again, it's all about the ideas of products, practice, services, or even the methods or procedures that are novel and potentially useful to the organization. And when we talk about that, creating something, okay, that is totally of improved and something new to the one that is already been existing, again for the purpose of satisfying customers, okay, and even people who will be patronizing products or even services. And sometimes it refers to a creative method on how we do things. Like, let's say, simplifying complex things for us to make work easier and faster, to make the process simplified so as to make the operations productive, thereby minimizing the cost and maximizing the output. So this is the creative process. Step one, the opportunities or problem recognition. And then step two, we have the immersion. Step three, we have the incubation. And then step four, we have the insight. And then step five, verification and application. So we will be tackling them or discussing them one by one. So these are the steps in creative process. Okay? Opportunity or problem recognition is the first. Of course, di ba? Siyempre, ano ba ang nais mong parating? Kasi, kaya mo yun naisip kasi nakakita ka ng oportunidad. Minsan naman, problema ang nakita mo, being creative, gagawa ka ng solusyon. Di ba? So, being creative, a person discovered that a new opportunity exists. Okay? So, nakikita po siya ng minsan katiting na puwang lang ng oportunidad at doon yung kanyang magiging motivation or shall I say, starting or entry point, okay? Para yung kanyang magamit niya ang kanyang creative thinking or pagiging creative. Or minsan naman ang nakita niya problema na hindi nasusolusyonan at siya tingin niya, alam niya, out of his creative mind, kaya niyang solusyonan yon. Kung yan kakulangan sa product, walang ganon, gagawa siya. Kung yan naman yun ang kulang ng product, wala sa pictures ng product, i-resolve niya. Okay? So next, immersion. The individual concentrate on the problem and becomes immersed in it. So, siyempre, when once you are concentrated with the problem, you always tend to find different alternatives tending for you to resolve the problem. So, bakit niya mariresolve ang problem? Immersing with the problems means you will be able to collect information. Diba? Kasi sa pagiging pag-alubili mo, pagiging pag-immerse mo, Okay, nakakakuha ka ng ideas, nakakapag-generate ka ng ideas and informations, and then nare-recall mo kung ano yung mga past ideas at saka yung mga bagong collect na ideas, pinagsasama yan. So, nagkakaroon ka ngayon ng alternatives on how to deal with the problem that was recognized in the previous process. Okay? So, siyempre, you will be come up with more alternatives. Siyempre, based from that alternatives, you will be evaluating them. Alin ba talaga diyan ang pinakamabisang gamitin to really capitalize the opportunities or to really solve the problem. Okay, next, we have the incubation. The person keeps the assembled information in mind for a while. He or she does not appear to be working on the problem actively. However, the subconscious mind is still engaged. While information is simmering, it is being arranged into meaningful new patterns. Siyempre, hindi naman yan kagad-agad na porke nakita mo yan nakapag-gather ka ng data. Kagad-agad is sinasabi mo. Diba? Minsan, kahit sa atin, sa utak natin, ginagawa natin yan. Sa sarili po natin, sorry, no? Yung minumuni-muni mo muna, yung mga what ifs mo, no? Yan, naglalaro sa isip mo. No? Talagang rini-refine mo. Okay? Yung mga pros and cons, the advantage and the advantages, hanggang sa ma-refine mo na yan. And then, insights. The problem-conquering solution on flashes into the person's mind at unexpected time, such as on the verge of sleep. Yan po, no? Minsan kasi, di ba, habang natutulog ka, kasi yan ang iniisip mo bago ka matulog, minsan pati sa panaginip. And then, minsan naman po, habang nagsha-shower ka rin, ayan, yan pa rin ang laman ng isip mo. Okay? And then, verification and application. So, how about verification and application? The individual set out to prove that the creative solutions has merit. No? So, siyempre po, i-apply niya na ngayon ang kanyang solution. Pero bago niya po ginawa yan, verify niya muna na talagang ito ba ay accurate. Parang sa ano po yan? Parang sa mga napapanahon na usapin ngayon tungkol sa vaccine sa COVID. Talaga pong yan, given that siyempre we are all tawag dito, attack or surprise attack by this what we call pandemic, talagang wala naman pong naka-prepare na vaccine para dyan sa virus na yan. Kasi nga, new strain yan. Though meron na siyang kabuhang virus na pinagmulan dati, meron pa rin siyang talagang strain na something new. So, anong ginawa? Siyempre po, bago ginagawa yan, yung vaccine na yan, bine-verify ba yan? Pag na-verify po na talagang it really solves the problem at talagang angkop siya sa nakitang oportunidad, ayan po, i-apply yan. Siyempre po sa verification, hindi naman pwedeng sabi-sabi lang yan, no? Kailangan po, it must be what? It must be gathered with supporting evidence and then using logical persuasion and even experimenting with new ideas. Okay. So what are the personality traits of excuse me, creative people? So a creative people is persistence. So siguro hindi na natin masyadong pag-uusapan yan talaga, no? Tapos siyempre malakas ang kanyang loob. Okay? Kasi kung mayroon siyang doubts sa kanyang idea, malamang itatago na lang yan. Itatago na lang yan. Kasi nga, kung wala siyang lakas ng loob na i-prove yung kanyang creative thinking is tama, walang mangyayari. And then po, hindi siya easily persuade. Mayroon siyang sariling, mayroon siyang independent thinking. Kasi po, kung baka pagka ikaw persuaded lang ng iba, so how can you be creative then kung persuaded ka lang, yung iba lang ang nagbibigay ng idea sa'yo. Iba pa rin yung talagang iba na genuine ang idea mo na ano sa'yo. And then, ayun po, ang maganda sa kanya, attraction to complexities. Tayo po, minsan, I do admit, makakita lang ako ng mga difficult mukha pa lang yan ha, difficult or complex na equation sa mathematics. Agad, para ka nang nanghihina, nawawalan ng gana, pero po sila, pag nakita nila yung ganon, yung mga creative people, lalo lang silang nasa-challenge. Kasi nga, ang problema sa iba, ang perception ng creative people or ng entrepreneur is an opportunity. No? Yung problema po sa iba, okay, at iniiwasan ng iba, siya ito yung inaanap niya kasi ito yung opportunity niya. And then, tolerance of ambiguity, intuitiveness, broad interest. Next po, ito, excuse me, energetic. Wala po silang kapaguran. Kasi nga po, talagang ano yan, parang experiment yan or science ka nga. It is really a trial and error process. Again, it is really a trial and error process. So, kung una pa lang, tinry mo yung creative ideas mo, nakita mo, hindi yun ang ine-expect mo, huminto ka na, walang mangyayari. Pero sila, nakita nila, what is good for them is based from experience, from different experience that they are encountering, they are learning. And based from these independent or individual experiences, so combining all of those experiences, no? Tapos, talagang their enthusiasm and willingness is there, di sila sumusuko, ayan po. And then, they drive to achieve. Ito po yung sinasabi ko, hindi akma, ulitin. Hindi pa rin akma, ituloy lang. Okay, what is important is at the end of the process, sila ay nagtagumpay. And then, they always love their work. Mahal po nila ang kanilang ginagawa kasi alam niyo naman po sa pagka-complex yung situation, if you are this type of person na hindi mo po yung mahal yung ginagawa mo, okay, sigurado po isa lang ang tututunguhan yan, babagsak ka. Okay, and then they are always what? Alam na po natin ito, no? Entrepreneur nga sila eh. They are taking risks. They are really gambling to prove or to come up with something new out of their ideas, and then to provide a solution to the problem, and that will mean an avenue or opportunity for them to become successful. Okay? So, moving on, allow me to proceed to the next slides. Why do creativity is important in entrepreneurship? Excuse me. So, first, creation of innovative ideas. The entire procedures of entrepreneurship rotated around the creation and exploration of some innovative ideas. Di ba? When an entrepreneur gets an innovative that is efficient and in favor of the business, they can say, stay ahead on the curve or beat the competition in very proper manner. Kasi nga po, pagka po sila nakapag-create ng something new, kamukha po ng sinasabi ko, dahil yan bagong konsepto, bagong features ng mga products, improve services kung yan services, with the application of new technologies behind it. So, siyempre po, once it is being introduced, siyempre po, again and again po, no, yung mga customers are always what? Are always looking for something new. No? And then, it is a kind of learning skills that is possessed by some individuals to explore some inventive ideas and thoughts that can create huge difference and help the business to stay always in the hit list. Kasi nga po, pagka you are just contented with what you have now, the challenge is that What if yung kakompetensya mo is nakapag-come up ng mas improve sa product mo at ikaw nag-into ka na sa pag-i-innovate ng product mo. Okay? So, ano sa tingin nyo ang mangyayari? Ikaw po, what? Ikaw, lalamunin po, okay, ng inyong kakompetensya. And then number 2, novel ways to develop and improve the products. Okay, ayan naman po talaga ang concept ng creativity. Okay, sa creativity po kasi you have the idea. So, from this idea po, ipuput into practice mo yan, actual mo po yan, and that is what we call innovation, putting into action. And then, ideas, and then putting into action, the result is a changed product or services in which it is always expected that it is created something different from that of the what we call existing products and even services. Okay? And then, thinking out of the world. The intention and imagination of producing something different with unique ideas are called creativity. Ito ba? Alam naman natin yan. Okay, something different. Imagination is always a must to cross the boundaries between the normal and unique and come up something that can help you think outside the box. No? Yung po kasing creative thinker is hindi lang po siya confined doon sa loob ng box, but rather thinking outside the box. Malawak po ang kanyang thinking. Nako, hindi lang siya confined kung nasaan lang po siya. Okay, next. Searching the same patterns but the areas are different. Somehow, due to monotonous routines and surroundings, we always go with the same procedures all the time. Okay? Minsan naman po, talagang yung procedure is pareho lang naman talaga. But then again, paano ka magkakaroon ng difference? No? Paano ka magkakaroon ng, paano masasabing iba yung sayo, iba yung ino-offer mo? Okay? So, dyan papasok ngayon si creativity. At least kahit paano is ma-improve niya para ma-distinct siya sa existing. And then, growth of new niches with creativity and entrepreneurship. It is vital to explore the new aspect of conventional business in entrepreneurship. Okay? So, kailangan po talaga is, lalong-lalo na po sa mga new entrant, para po talaga mapapansin ka, do magastos lang, para makakuha ka ng niche sa market, dapat po talaga is makapag-create ka ng something new. Okay? Or mas maganda sana, totally different from what is the existing. Okay? So next, startup success is not enough. Sometimes entrepreneurs get some initial ideas that establish creative image of entrepreneur in the eyes of the people, and they think that it is not required to be creative again in the future. So ang entrepreneur po, hindi sapat sa kanila yung naumpisahan nila at nagtagumpay po sila. Dapat mayroon po yung sustainability. Why po? Again, babalik lang po tayo sa dati. Ano po yung dating sinasabi kong yun? To really what? To really satisfy the unsatiable needs, no, ng ating clients and customers, because again and again, they are always looking for something new. And then, a table full of untraditional ideas. Conventional thinking leads to the same procedures for a long time if everyone is doing a particular work in the same way. So, kasi po talagang pupunta ka sa panibago at nakagawian, okay, lalong-lalo na sa mga routines, kung hindi ka talaga mag-iisip or magiging creative. Nako, kung hindi ka magiging creative. Ngayon, given such, ang mangyayari po nun same output ka lang din kung hindi ka talaga mag-iinom. Though sabihin mong advantage pa rin ang mayroong mastery, na-perfect mo na yung system, but the question is, are your target market, are your customers still enjoying the products and services that you are already offering them for a longer period of time? And then, siyempre, ito po, number 8, stand out from the crowd. Siyempre, pagka po ikaw ay mayroong creative thinking, talaga pong remarkably, you are exemplary. No? At ikaw po ay nangingibabaw sa lahat. No? Stand out from the crowd. Lalong-lalong na po sa business. Okay? In business po kasi, pagka talagang hindi ka nag-stand out, ako po, hindi ka madi-distinct by name and by product. So, the question is, saan ka pupulutin? Sino ka ba? Baka hindi ka man makilala sa market. Pero if you are unique, if you are distinct, talagang ikaw po makikilala at aanap-anapin. Okay po? Okay, in terms of your products and even services. Pushing your potential and never stay settled down. If the business is running smoothly and the entrepreneur is comfortable with the whole process, then it is quite dangerous as well as to monotonous too. Again, no po, hindi ibig sabihin na smooth yung operations mo ngayon na kumikita ka naman, magiging complacent or magiging kontento ka dyan, di ba? In the last discussions na I do mention about Nokia, no po, na-reach niya po yung peak. Pero nung nasa peak na po siya, meaning sa taas po ng business cycle, naging complacent siya, thinking na wala nang tatalo sa kanya. So, nag-stop siya ng kanyang research and development, which is doon kasi papasok yung creativity para makapag-innovate ng products to produce something new. Paggising niya po, ayan, wala na siya sa market. Same as with product. Kanya mas maganda po talaga, huwag kang mag-settle down doon. Kung ikaw nasa peak ngayon, continuous pa rin po ang cycle mo so that po yung mga threats sa business mo, di man sila makakuwang makapag-penetrate or baka kung tinatry ka man nilang ma-reach, bago ka nila ma-reach, nakapag-move ka na. So, hindi ka po nila dadatnan, meaning they cannot really challenge your business in terms of producing something or new products and services. And then, siyempre, of course, become a solution. Creativity is not just a flash of motivation, but sometimes the great designers, artists, and writers fail in front of the creativity. Continuous working on the problem is the only solution to make it right. Nako? So, kanina kasi, ina-identify mo yung problem. Nako? So, ina-identify mo yung problem. So, the end output is you must be a solution. So, nakita mo yung opportunity, grab the opportunities. Kaya nga, never stop, continuously working until such time na makapag-provide ka na po ng solution or even new products and services. Okay? Kamukha po natin yan, di ba? So, kung nakita natin, di ba? Problem is pandemic. So, opportunities is mag-venture ka into a vaccine business. So, pag nakita mo na yung best solution, dapat mag-continue ka pang mag-research ng ibang variants ng virus so that pagka sakali man po, na sana wag naman, may lumitaw na naman ganun, you are already much ready to deal with it. Okay. So, next. Barriers to creativity. First is excessive focus on extrinsic motivation. Kasi nga, ayan, creating new products, which will mean increasing my share in the market, thereby increasing my sales volume. At the end of the day, increasing my profit. And then, it limit set by the superior. Minsan po kasi, totoo naman ito, no? Especially on the part of worker. kahit po alam mo na no matter how creative is your ideas, pero po kung yan hindi a-approvean ng superior po, no matter how good it is, wala rin pong mangyayari. And then of course po, napaka-critical ng evaluation ng tinatawag na creativity. Kasi nga po, lalong-lalo na sa creativity, di ba, minsan you are always thinking outside the box. Kung yung mga, kanino ka po nag-present minsan is hindi sila open mind. And then po is, dahil hindi nila na-recognize yung significant ng ideas, paano nila madidistinguish na nagkaroon nga ng improvement in terms of products and services. And then, close controlling and supervision. Definitely po, siyempre, kasi kung papalitan mo yung traditional, lalong-lalo na yan naman nagiging effective. Yung tipong, siyempre nga, di ba, yung sa paggawa or pag-produce ng products is parang experiment yan, trial and error. So parang minsan nagkamali ka pa lang na minsan, ay ayaw na natin yan, pangit pala siya, pangit. So hindi mo na siya binibigyan ng chances na makapagpatuloy pa. And then, competition in a win or lose situation. Talagang definitely po, it is really a gamble. Nako, it is really a gamble. And then, control of decision making. So, parang connected po yan sa number 2 lang, no? And then, control of information. Siyempre, hindi naman po talaga pwedeng mag-click ang informations niya. Ako, blindly following the result. Yun po, yan, papasok na naman dyan si supervision kanina at saka yung evaluation kasi tinitignan na Is it really effective? Is it really capable of changing what is existing? It is really capable of satisfying clients or customers based from the new products and services that they will be offering. And then, constantly being practical. Bakit ka pa susugal? Ang ganda-ganda na ng ating situation ngayon. Ang ganda-ganda na ng ating lagay. Bakit pa tayo gagastos? Bakit pa tayo magpapakapagod? Ba't di na lang tayo mag-maintain? Yan po. And then, of course, siyempre, becoming overly specialized. Dahil nga nag-create ka, siyempre, continuously dapat there must be what? There must be an improvement. And then, fearing looking foolish, and then, fearing mistakes and failure. Siyempre po, hindi biro ang magkamali. Okay? Hindi po biro ang magkamali at hindi po biro ang manalo. Opo. So, siyempre, pagka ganon, again, kung hindi ka risk taker at hindi ka gagambol, okay, I remember some people, no, yung tipong, ay, dito na lang tayo, ito sigurado. Yung, ako, kasi ayaw nilang magkamali, ayaw nilang mag-grow. Ako, especially for those businesses na yung kanilang means napaka-minimal lang. Nako, at wala silang talagang paper na itry po ito. Okay? So next, we have the netpreneurship, a process of identifying and starting a business venture, sourcing and organizing the required resources, and taking both risks and rewards associated with the venture on internet. So ito naman ngayon po gamit ang internet. Okay po, ito yung mga solutions po, no? Pero the reason why wala ito dito si Bill Gates kasi nga ito po, ginamit po nila yung yung business po nila mismong internet based. Ayan po, nandyan si Facebook, si Mark Zuckerberg. I'm pretty sure you are more familiar with that persons as compared to those list of persons in the list. Ako, included din sa list. Ako, pero ang mga yan po, ayan, like si Brian Action, yung WhatsApp, and then Babis Agarwal, Ola Cubs, Sakit Bansol, Flipkart, and then Gunalba, the staff din. Okay? Next, after studying creativity, we will now be moving on to innovation. So again po, no, yung creativity po, idea yan. Yung new ideas. So yung innovation is more on implementation, the creation or putting into action. Ako, implementation of new ideas at the individual, group, and organization level. Kasi pwedeng sa sarili, sa kasama, or even sa entire group. A process of intentional change made to create value by meeting opportunities and seeking advantage. Siyempre, talagang dahil yan, i-implement mo, your objective is to really to meet, uh, okay, yung pong opportunity nakita mo is ma-meet mo and then makita mo at makuha mo yung tinatawag na advantage. So, meron po tayong process ng innovations. We have, okay, yung process itself. Innovation is a process implying, among other things, that it can be learned and managed. So, siyempre po, dahil nga trial and error yan, para lang po tayong nagluluto dyan. So, in the process, nagkamali man tayo, nakukorek natin to the next hanggang yan, perfect. And then, intentional. That process is carried out on purpose. Siyempre. Change. Change is a result in some kind of change. Kasi nga po, mayroon ng existing. So, siyempre, through this, what we call creativity, papalitan mo yan, definitely magkakaroon ng change. Ang importante po, tandaan ninyo, parang sa buhay lang yan, no? Nothing is permanent in this world except change. Important is you must be changing for better. And then, the value, the whole point of changes is to create value in our economy, society, and individual's life. So, yung kung na-create mo is really satisfies, really improves products and services that really caters the need of our economy, society, and individual. So, pwede mo rin ma-influence yung buhay ng tao dito kasi because this is something new, you can generate employment and then opportunities. Entrepreneurial individuals enables tomorrow's values creation by exploring for today's having ideas, turning ideas into marketable insight, and seeking ways to meet opportunities. Kasi po, na may nakita ka po na oportunidad na yan, ginamit mo yung ideas mo, and then you will be creating new products and services, and then po i-market mo yan. Siyempre po, yung expectation, okay, sa opportunity nakita mo, sana po mag-build po yan ng products, no po, para po mag-re-rip ka po, no? Okay, and then, advantage at the same time. They also create value by exploiting the opportunities they have at hand. Okay? So, next po. So, we have the types of innovation. No po? There are 4 distinct types of innovations. No po? Yung una po is invention. Described as the creation of new products or services or process, something that has not been tried before. Pag saka po invention, totally new. Ibig sabihin po niyan, wala pang nakagawa. Wala pa po yan sa existing market at hindi pa rin po yan ino-offer na services. And even the process or techniques or methods of doing it, yung pong tinatawag na technology, wala pa rin po yan. Sa invention, ikaw po ang magpapanimula dyan. Kaya nga, ikaw ang mag-i-introduce niyan. And then extension. The expansion of an existing products or services or process, that would mean the entrepreneurs take an existing ideas and apply it differently. So, mayroon po tayong existing, i-improve niya po yan, okay? I-improve niya po yan. So, yan po ang ibig sabihin ng extension. Then po, yung duplication naman, ayan, kadalasan po yan ang ginagawa natin. Copying or replicating an existing products or services, then adding the entrepreneur's own creative touch in order to improve it. Kamukha po ng nabanggit ko dati Photo lang yan, ginawang photo plan, photo PAW, okay? So, mayroon lang existing replicate lang tapos dinagdagan lang. No? Minsan naman sa technicalities yung packaging, okay po, yung, di ba, sa packaging, kasama dyan po yung, kung dati napakahirap niyang buksan, ngayon easy open na lang, and so on and so forth. And then synthesis, a combination of more than one existing products or services in a new products or services. This means several different ideas are combined into one new products or services. Synthesis means pinagsasama-sama, parang let's bolt in para makapag-produce sila ng new products or services. But the products or idea are no longer new, unlike sa invention. Okay po, allow me to proceed. The innovation process. Of course, we have this analytical planning. Under analytical planning, it says that it carefully identifies products or services future. Siyempre po talagang ipaplano lahat yan. Ako yung mga maliliit po na mga ano dyan, mga maliliit na details, and then po, paano ba yan gagawin, and then saan ba kukunin ang mga resources. So these are all included po, no, sa analytical planning. And then resource organization, obtaining the required resources or materials, technology, and human capital resources. So siyempre po, if you are to create new products and services through this innovation process, siyempre po, kung saan ka kukuha ng materials, huwag mong sabihin na gagayain mo rin yung iba, hindi copycatting din yun. And then po, yung technology sa process. Maaring dito, kung yung sa dati, mano-mano, ngayon gumamit ka na ng machineries. And then po, yung human capital. Siyempre po, kung yan bago, definitely po, yung may skills niyan is kukunti lang din. So, gagastos ka na naman din po kayo dyan ng training and development of people. No po? And then, siyempre, ayan, dahil yan bago at maraming mataas ang requirement, paano po kayo dyan yung capital resources? Siyempre po, lahat ng bagay na nabanggit, all that is mentioned has equivalent capital expenditures. No? So, kailangan po, karagdagang capital. And then, siyempre, pagka yan po, naplano na, nakaset na yung materials, i-implement mo na siya ngayon. Ano po? So, sa implementation, applying the resources in order to accomplish the plan. And then, siyempre, nakapag-produce ka. Commercial application, provision of value to customers, yan po. Kailangan po, no, sa customer, and then, susunod yung mga tao, and then, of course, at the end of the day, you are capable of satisfying people or customers or clients in which, again and again po, na yung kanilang satisfaction is temporary lang. Okay? That's why kailangan tayong mag-continue ng innovation, no? Creativity and innovation. So what are the myths of innovation? Innovation is a planned and predictable. So, siyempre po, dahil di naman pwede mag-i-innovate ka ng bara-bara, dapat po talagang yan nakaplan. And then, siyempre po, dahil yan nakaplan, so, predictable naman din po yung outcome yan. Pero again and again po, minsan po, do in-anticipate mo lahat yung mga bagay-bagay, during the actual implementation, makikita mo po magkakaroon na ng variance. So, kailangan po may mga contingencies ka dyan o yung tinatawag na alternative courses of actions. And then next, we have this technical specification should be thoroughly prepared in advance. So, kailangan yung mga specifications niyan kasi involved yan sa cost. And then, creativity relies on the dreams. And blue sky ideas. Big projects will develop better innovations than smaller ones. Siyempre naman po. And then, technology is the driving force of innovation and success. Talaga pong really technology po, no? In terms of machine, in terms of utilizing resources, in terms of human resources. Okay? Papasok pa dyan din po yung, siyempre, pati na yung sa marketing, di ba? Ngayon kasi digital na po lahat halos and automated na. And then po next, creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurs. So again po, when we talk about creativity is what? Thinking new things. And innovation is doing new things. Diba? Discussion kanina. But creativity is the ability to develop new ideas and to discover new ways of looking at problem and opportunities. Okay? So while innovation is the ability to apply creative solution to those problems and opportunities to enhance people's lives or to enrich society. Therefore, okay, entrepreneurship is equals to creativity, a new idea and innovation putting into action for us to enhance products and services which can improve also the society, the community, and people's to satisfy people. Okay? So from creativity to entrepreneurship, ito po yan, creativity means thinking new things. Ayan po, di ba? Yung ideas. Innovation, doing new things. And then entrepreneurship, creating value in the marketplace. So, ibebenta mo yan para maging pera as to whether it is in form of products and services. So, inulit lang po halos dito, no? Creativity is the ability to develop new ideas. Sabi niya, innovation is the ability to apply creative solution. Entrepreneurship is the result of a discipline. No? Business na yan. Systematic process of applying creativity and innovations to needs and opportunities in the marketplace. So, sino po ngayon? Siyempre si entrepreneur, siya yung creative at saka innovative. So, people who marry these creative ideas with purposeful action and the structures of business. Researchers believe that entrepreneurs succeed by thinking and doing new things or old things in new ways. Totoo po yan, no? Yung old things in new ways, kailangan talaga magkaroon ng changes or improvement. So, for the last slides, I have here the summary and conclusions, okay, in which it says that the changes that entrepreneurs bring about is through creativity and innovations. True, di ba? Therefore, it is not surprising to see that entrepreneurs are among the more creative and innovative layers of organizational change. Creativity requires someone like entrepreneurs to add value in the marketplace through innovation process. From the idea generation to the successful products development and launch innovation is the seedbed for change with coordination of the innovation process are entrepreneurs. It is the job of entrepreneurs to be creative in identifying the gap. Kasi nga po, di ba, meron siyang nakitang problem or opportunities. So, yung gap naman po dito, mayroon tayong chance dito sa market na ito. Walang nag-cater. So, ginamit niya yung kanyang creative thinking, tapos in-apply niya yan, nag-innovate siya ng new products and services. Ayun po, na thinking, ayun po ang new products and services na mag-fill in sa gap na kailangan po ng tao. Okay? So, ayun po ang topic natin with regards to creativity and innovation. Ako. So, if you observe in the preceding discussion, we discussed about the importance of being an entrepreneur. Okay? Boss mo yung sarili mo, unlimited yung profit, yan. Tapos, we also discuss about social entrepreneurs. Pinag-uusapan naman doon yung hindi ka lang after sa profit, but rather your responsibility to the environment, to the society. At ngayon, Ngayon po ano ba yung pinaka-qualities ng isang entrepreneur? Okay, para mag-succeed ang business, to deal with the unsatiable, okay, unsatiable needs and wants of people, yung kanilang satisfaction is temporary. Ayan po, you need to be creative and innovative. So that's why po, no, I think there are only two modules left before we will start crafting our business plan. And I know you are all creative and innovative people. Okay? So with that, again, if you have questions during our Google Meet discussions, you can ask them. You can even add, you can even react, okay, for this supplemental materials designed especially for those who cannot attend Google Meet scheduled class. So I hope it can help you understand what is creativity and innovation, which are essential qualities of being an entrepreneur. So I guess it would really be a big help to all of you in crafting our requirements for the finance, which is business plan. So with that, thank you very much for watching and listening. As always, stay safe and God bless.